Can I call the supervisor?
What?
I would like your supervisor.
No, you can talk to him afterwards.
We have all seen how Karens behave, but what if a Karen gets a badge? Well, she becomes the worst nightmare for all of our citizens, just like this driver. In November 2018, YouTuber Rudy Ornelas was pulled over by two police officers due to the tinted windows on his car. However, the encounter was soon to change into a heated situation.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Hey, I'm stopping you because you got no front plate and your window tint's too dark.
I actually got to fix a ticket for this one.
Did you?
It was 2 weeks ago. I got stopped on Arden right there by Hostess.
Can you roll down that window
Factory.
for my partner, please? Thank you. So you got a ticket for the tint already?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did. Hey, how you doing?
Roll all the way down.
Do I got to?
Because I just told you to.
No, I'm saying I got it right. I count that up.
For my safety.
And for my safety also. This is all being audio recorded, by the way, too.
Okay, that's fine. It's right here, too.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to fix a ticket for the window tint.
I got to fix a ticket for that, too, also.
And the front plate?
And which is not due until, I don't know. I got to take that down. So.
Okay. All right, you have your driver's license on you, sir?
Yeah, it's in my backpack in the back.
Okay, here, I'll just take your name and birthday.
All right.
All right, you have a valid driver's license, correct?
Yeah, everything, insurance good, registered.
Okay.
All that, so.
Probation, parole, anything like that? Nothing?
Yeah.
Okay. You can do the registered owner of the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sit tight for me, okay? I'll be right back.
All right. So you said for your safety?
Yeah, for my safety. Yeah. And I want you to keep your hands in your lap for my safety, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry?
I said no problem. Feels like I'm back in Nazi Germany or something. The way you people get treated like this, you know? You know your history?
I do.
Okay. So you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
You don't understand Nazi Germany?
I don't see the correlation.
Okay.
We were hailed by a citizen regarding your car. Why would a citizen have hailed us?
For my car?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever y'all got going on, you feel me? I don't know nothing about that.
We were doing something completely else. And somebody took time out of their day to come over and flag us down regarding you. Why would they have done
regarding me?
Regarding you and your vehicle.
No, that's false.
Any weapons in the vehicle?
Yeah.
What kind of weapons?
This is a registered firearm in my name.
Okay.
Yeah, Smith & Wesson. This is also, you know, got the business under my name too, so.
Just go ahead and keep your hands on the steering wheel for me.
The female officer had an attitude to her from the start, but this was only going to get worse as the traffic stop went on.
Do you know this person right here?
No.
He says there's a Smith & Wesson in the vehicle registered to him.
Okay, yeah, he just saw Crow's hit.
Okay.
All right.
Probation phone.
I didn't get that far.
Okay.
He came back. He says he's not. Where's it at?
It's in the trunk.
It's in the trunk?
Yeah.
Okay. You good with him for a second?
Can I talk to you for 1 second? Just keep your hands on the wheel, okay? I don't know what.
We basically got in the trunk. We can just make sure it's in compliance.
He's just super nervous and super telling me that we're in Nazi Germany and he's recording us on online and stuff like that. So I'm just a little concerned that he was so nervous and now he's telling me that there's a firearm.
He was trying to sneak away from you.
No, I didn't.
That's why I got it.
Okay, I don't know if you want to finish running him or not, but I feel like we have enough for a Terry Pat search of the vehicle. That would make me a little more comfortable standing up here in no man's land because I don't know where the gun actually is. Okay, perfect.
She threw the Constitution out the window, and without any credible reason, she initiated a full inspection of the car.
Yeah. Just because you got a firearm in the car, okay, we're just going to do this the safe way, okay? So, what I need you to do, can you undo your seatbelt for me?
Can I call the supervisor, please?
What?
I would like your supervisor.
No, you can talk to him afterwards.
Sir, I would like your supervisor.
Okay, we're going to talk to him afterwards.
Can you call him on your radio?
Huh?
Can you call him on your radio? He's not trying to call his supervisor on the radio. I'm a citizen too, bro.
Okay.
It's like, and you work for public and safety. You're doing your job. What's your cause of stopping me? Is what I want to know. You didn't even give me a cause. You said for your tent. I told you I got
that's
a ticket.
probable cause to pull you over, right?
Okay.
Just because you.
Whoa. That's way. Whoa. Are you serious?
Your fingers on the back of your head.
We've got code 3 cover coming.
Whoa.
Okay. Undo your seatbelt with your right hand.
Oh,
We're not
wow.
gonna play this game, sir.
Hey, it's all good.
I don't know.
It's all
Lean
good.
forward towards the seat.
But this way.
Sorry, towards the steering wheel. You want to switch closer to me?
Yep.
All right, do not move. Got it? Top out. This car. Wow. Yeah, I was trying to do this low key.
Yeah, low key, putting the gun to my head.
Hey,
Put the gun. You want to put the gun to my head, all right? That's crazy.
Yep.
Do not resist.
I'm not resisting. Wow. Why am I being detained?
Charles 18, he's handcuffed.
Sir,
Reduced.
I pull you over, okay? You're nervous, all right? Then you tell us there's a gun in your car. I ask you to just cooperate with me and get out of the car, okay? So I can check and make sure that
This is exactly why I want a supervisor.
Okay, well,
For stuff like this.
Way now, okay?
She pointed the gun to my head.
We are all recording him.
She pointed the gun to my head.
All right, thank you.
Rudy's firearm was legal, he had all of the paperwork. The female cop was the only one responsible for creating a mess out of an easy-to-deal-with situation. Thankfully, Rudy took his case to court where justice prevailed and the officers were held accountable for their misconduct. The next female officer took their recklessness to an entirely new level. On February 3rd, 2024, 2 female deputies responded to an apartment break-in. But from the looks of the body cam footage, it seems that they were the ones trying to break in.
I'm gonna tell you check a right check down.
Sheriff's office!
Here, let's do it. Someone's coming. Shots fired, shots fired.
Here is the POV of the second deputy.
I'm gonna tell you check a right check down.
The trigger-happy cops ended up injuring an innocent civilian. That too, who was a guest at the house and had broken the window by mistake. While these next cops were just a couple of inexperienced rookies who were given firearms. Sunday, January 12th, 2025, 2 female officers responded to a 911 call about a stolen air conditioner. But what unfolded next was nothing short of shocking.
Good down there.
This is very confusing. Wait!
What appeared to be a language barrier and a misunderstanding turned into complete chaos as the deputies emptied their magazines freely. The pitch of the officer's voice is a strong indication of fear.
What does it say? Breaking up?
It's a window. This is not. Look at down there.
very confusing. Wait, wait, wait.
The whole incident was also being captured on CCTV. The 32-year-old caller, trying to help police locate the real suspect, approached with the knife concealed behind his back and pointed towards the robber's direction. Due to a language barrier and poor judgment, the officers ignored his intentions and shot him. Meanwhile, the actual thief escaped. Thankfully, the caller was rushed to the hospital and survived. On the evening of April 7th, 2023, YouTuber by the name of Good Guy Activism was peacefully exercising his First and Second Amendment rights when he was confronted by two officers who turned his lawful practice into an unnecessarily tense encounter.
It's not. Is this a crime scene? Is this a crime scene? Why is this here? I could come in, right? It's not a restricted area. Oh, good. We're good. You're a sergeant, right? I approached these ladies over here in a nice manner. Well, officers actually are respectful people and nice people. She walked away when I asked a simple question. Well, actually, she didn't even give me the time of the day. So I think that's disrespectful. And you just did that to the wrong camera guy. Say hi, Mom. You see, you guys are police officers, and by the way that your sergeant is behaving, it shows poor leadership. Okay, so you're a sergeant too. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna go ahead and bash officers just because you guys are cops. I'm not gonna go ahead and bash every single one of you for no reason. That's the walk of shame, what she just did in front of thousands. Okay, you guys ever heard of Auditing America? We're over 100 million combined views on the internet, with just 3 million hits last week at the post office over here in Vegas. You see, we're pretty much doing the same thing you guys are doing. We're out there checking up on you guys. You guys are out there checking up on us, making sure that that we follow all these laws that we need to remember from the state of Nevada. Make sure, you guys, that you don't impede the flight of a pigeon, because that's a crime over here. Okay? Recently, they just removed the jaywalking offense as an arrestable offense. Make sure you go to Auditing America and subscribe and check out the Las Vegas police officers tackling me on the ground for jaywalking. The only charge. Crossing other than crosswalk. Did you guys ever do that to any citizens? You guys ever taken people to jail for being free? It's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Now, I'm giving $100 to your choice of charity if anybody gives me the Third Amendment right now. And I'll walk away and I'll praise you, because we've gone viral many times for praising good cops. Do you know the Third Amendment, sir? You don't? That's fine. I'm not going to bash you for it. Do you know the Third Amendment?
We're not going to provide a statement.
It's not a statement.
Your narrative, sir.
It's not a narrative.
Thank you very much for speaking.
This is literally the main thing about your job is the oath you took to protect. So you don't want to talk about it? That's weird. That's very weird. So the Third Amendment, Sergeant, do you know it? Please, you must know it.
Troops.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you, Sergeant. Thank you. Sergeant, you got to make sure you refresh the memory to these people, because you cannot be out there enforcing the law if you don't know the basics of our civil liberties.
When called out on their BS, all of the cops became statues, different from the ones that they violate every day.
That's very true.
We praise good cops all the time. Ma'am, can I have your name and badge number for the record?
17269.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So we're courteous, professional, loving, caring. But whenever the guy with the snapback and the face tattoo arrives with a camera, most police officers behave like your sergeant did earlier. That was out of control. That was uncalled for. There's no reason why she should be offended about a camera guy when you guys are actually sometimes you wear body cams.
It's 2024. Lots of cops have flat backs and lots of tattoos as well too, right? So we're not going to discriminate against that anymore.
I understand that. Well, there's something wrong with that person then. Well, I'm just trying to figure it out. And maybe if I was wearing a pound of makeup and I had a bigger camera and a bunch of lies, then maybe if I was a fake news, then maybe I'll get a little bit of respect. You guys will bring me into the police department, ride-alongs. You guys do all that for these people.
No, I don't have a taser.
Do you have a German Shepherd? I love those. Do you guys? Can you sign up to get a German Shepherd?
So I think you can buy one.
I'm talking about as a police officer, a police dog.
I'm not a canine officer,
So you could sign up to be that if you wanted to, right?
you can try. I don't know.
I think that would be so cool. Even though I believe I'm an animal lover, so I believe that the dogs never agreed to work for the public. The dogs don't really agree to work for the public. I don't know if it's kind of an abuse in a way. If you think about it, you're exposing these animals to dangerous people. You are exposing them to drugs, explosives, and then you say you love them. What do you think about that? Somebody give me a good excuse for that one. What do you think, Sergeant?
I've never worked in canine. I can't speak to it.
But I mean, you don't have to work at canine. This is just a common sense thing. Wouldn't you think that being a police officer is dangerous?
Sure.
Okay, so why would you put innocent dogs who can't say yes or no and train them to do your job? What the heck?
I can see that, but I'm from a part of the state where we have a lot of ranches and farms, and dogs are bred to do herding and to do other dangerous jobs there too. So kind of a similar idea. The dogs didn't have a say in that. They're tasked with herding cattle and horses.
Yes, but that's yeah, but they're not gonna die. They're not gonna get shot or explode or go get in an overdose by working the farm.
Well, they might get trampled by a horse or kicked by a cow or run off a cliff.
Well, I mean, we could die for any reason at any moment.
The YouTuber confidently stood his ground, exposing the officer's lack of probable cause to prevent him from recording. The female cop dipped after making an excuse. All they do is run from accountability.
And I think when people get a dog, is not just a pet. They're not Christmas gift. They're 15-year commitments. So we can't just give a whole life to a dog of working. I mean, they do get to go home and stuff like that sometimes with the officer. I think the officer sometimes gets to keep the dog. But I wish I owned a German Shepherd as trained as the police officers have. That would be like awesome. It'd probably be illegal too, right?
Be a good guard dog for sure.
Yes. Well, you guys have a good day. Sergeant, you saved the day by knowing the Third Amendment. I swear to God, I praise good cops, bro. People don't get it. People think, oh, you're one of those guys, the guy with the camera. Okay. Well, I'm not going out there trying to give a bad message. I could be somewhere else right now doing something cool. It's about to be New Year's. I'm out here protecting the Constitution just like you guys. So, thank you, Officer. What? Ferris? Yep. And you are, ma'am? Diamond? That's a nice name. And you're Lee, right? Lee. And Officer Lee, I'm sorry. And we have Sergeant Madsen. All these officers right here respect my right to video record. We have a sergeant who didn't, but that's why we do what we do. That's why Mr. America does what he does. That's why we are going around the country making sure that we spot the bad apples and that we expose this. I can't arrest this lady. I can't charge her with anything. But you know what I do sentence her? I do sentence her to a lifetime on the internet. Once these videos go viral, it's very, very, very hard to remove them from the internet. It's like catching a felony. So, share, like, and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Peace.
Stay safe, you guys. Be careful out there.
Peace. You too. Oh yeah, guys. Awesome. Awesome.
Credit to the YouTuber for standing his ground and forcing these arrogant, ego-driven officers into a drive of shame, completely putting them in their place. Unlike the last officers, this next one was a drama queen. When deputies pulled over a speeding vehicle, they were surprised to see a police chief step out from behind the wheel.
Say hello. Was that illegal?
No, no, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because it's a window tint violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it, that's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. Okay. That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yeah. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that, sir. So
I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebra.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Pope worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me over.
Sir, I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
Why are you being hostile?
Easy. I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
Easy. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you being hostile right now?
Are y'all gonna write me a ticket?
Shocked by the chief's arrogance and entitlement, the female cop got a bit upset. And that's when things really started to heat up.
Are you gonna write me a ticket?
Sir, we're just trying.
I'm the police chief in Zebra. You wanna write me a ticket?
Why are you coming up to me like that? I'm doing my job, right?
What are you stopping for?
I'm stopping for one because it's dark.
I have blue lights in my car.
Okay, you know how many officers have blue lights?
Are you writing me a ticket? Yes or no?
I'm possessing my best.
Are you writing me a ticket? I'm fixing to leave.
Do you have a driver's license?
Sure, I have my driver's license.
What are we?
I know why you're
I have my driver's license. I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss worked.
11:11. I'm out here building anyway.
just like anybody else. Pulled over, okay? Thanks.
I'm my license.
Okay, so 2001 Dodge Ram truck, black in color. To Machine Construction Company out of Losersville. Registration showed expired, valid insurance, negative 99.
Just confirming Bravo Frank Mike. Yeah, sir, as I was explaining.
I don't want to hear that from you.
Okay.
You let her do her job.
28 returns to a 2001 Dodge Ram truck, black in color to Machine Construction Company out of Losersville.
It doesn't come back to that vehicle.
Valid insurance, negative 99.
The poor officers were being punished just for doing their job. Despite being treated so badly, one of the officers went over to explain everything to the chief. Little did he know, Hemphill was about to throw another tantrum.
11, make sure you're recording.
Yeah. What?
She's about bringing your driver's license back up.
That's fine.
Yeah. First when we ran the tag, it came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just
It's not a
confirming it's
Dodge
not.
Ram.
Yes, sir. We're
It's
just,
a ghost tag.
yes, sir. We're
You
making
must
sure.
have anything back with that tag.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're just.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you want to come back to a Dodge Ram.
We were confirmed it. They let us know and everything.
So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram
No,
now?
we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 9 on 5.
That's right, because you run it wrong.
Sir.
Somebody run it wrong. Either you did or they did.
We're about to get the information.
Okay,
and get
I
it
got
back
your
to you.
chief on the phone right now. That's
Yes,
fine.
sir. I
That's fine.
understand.
That's fine.
Can you calm down for us,
No.
please?
I appreciate your service. I appreciate your service.
All right.
I'm just saying, I spoke to you guys. I didn't have to do that. I could have eased on by y'all. I appreciate the job y'all out here doing.
Chief,
I
I'm trying to be
y'all.
respectful with you.
I understand
okay?
that. I understand that.
I'm not raising my voice or
I
nothing at
understand
you,
that.
right?
I understand
All
that.
right, let's.
But I'm trying to tell you,
respectful to one
the
another,
only
okay?
thing I done wrong was spoke. Y'all never would have pulled me over if I hadn't flicked my blue lights at you.
It's bizarre to see an esteemed officer reacting so badly after a minor inconvenience. Even the officers were shocked by this entitlement. This dog definitely needed to be on a leash.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you straight up, okay?
Okay. All right.
But like I said, there's people out here impersonating police officers with blue lights.
Or you threw my license. She threw my license. If she is getting them for me.
She'll bring it to you, sir.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
I'm just
Bring it
trying
till you get through.
I'm trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
All righty. Yes, very unprofessional. Whole time?
Soon after this incident, Chief Hemphill was under severe criticism, and the department launched an internal investigation into his conduct. He was found guilty and received an oral reprimand. He was also instructed to attend anger management and de-escalation training. The chief got away with a slap on his wrist, but this next officer was owned pretty badly by his sergeant.
Well, the reason why you being
over for flipping you off.
No, ma'am. The reason why
you are retaliating against me. You turned your sirens on and everything, ran over here like a crazy person.
On September 6, 2023, Officer Patrick Akers was conducting a traffic stop when he saw a woman give him a salute. Instead of ignoring this, the cop chased her down and eventually pulled her over. What went down was downright embarrassing.
I think so.
Okay.
So this is that female, Trevino. She flicks me off as I'm going back to the back of my patrol car, fails to signal left hand to go into the left lane. She flicks me off, so I just wanted a second to make contact with her. How's it going? Officer Akers, New Braunfels Police Department. Okay.
I know who you are.
That's fine. Well, the reason why you being
over for flipping you off.
No, ma'am. The reason why
you are retaliating against me. You turned your sirens on and everything, ran over here like a crazy person.
Okay. Well, ma'am, the reason why you're being contacted is you failed to signal lane change when you flicked me off.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and step out of the car. Step out of the car. I have 3 officers here.
He's hurt me before. Please don't let him.
Yeah. Would you mind, Henderson? Go ahead and detain her in cuffs.
No, because he's been illegal to me.
This officer is the reason why people are starting to hate these cops. The woman clearly indicated that she was heading over to the left lane, but this ignorant officer went over to do something shocking.
You're under arrest for failed to signal lane change.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. You guys just know this is bullshit. You guys just know it is. You guys know it is. You're under arrest. Grab my phone. Please grab my phone.
We'll get it. You want me to transport, or you think it's better?
Danny can do it.
Danny, would you mind just transport? You don't have to do anything else other than transport. I'll be there. PD 2V6.
Go ahead.
Can you go ahead and give me an next rotational record? That female is in my custody. I believe it's going to be Brittany Trevino.
Officer Akers is a well-known women offender and had some history with Brittany as well. The arrest was illegal, and the officer did something even worse.
What's that? Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
I'm going to turn this off. You off?
Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
I'm going to turn this off. Why are we arresting you for a traffic infraction?
Well, she comes down the street, comes right towards me. As I'm walking back by the car, didn't do nothing, she flicks me off. And then as she does that, she gets on the lane, fails to signal lane change.
You would normally write a ticket for this person for this, just because that in the past she's done this, and this, right? This is something that you would normally write a ticket for.
Yeah. You want me to go ahead and release it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Procedure for the plate for Charles Paul 5990 for number 3 Volkswagen 84 North Blue Coast.
All right. So let's write the ticket and go about it that way.
Sounds good.
All you're going to do is give her more ammo. All right?
Yep.
So write the ticket, just fill it out.
It's hard to believe how conveniently these corrupt cops turned off their body cams like it meant nothing. It was obvious that Officer Akers had messed up badly.
Her makeup on. Have a license plate of North Sam Henry 9090.
Moments later, the sergeant arrived on the scene and immediately released Brittany from handcuffs.
Do you have an email address? What? L? Okay. What? That's it is. Alright, Brittany L.
You don't make dinner best in it? Well, yours is pretty thin, right? What are they doing? You would think, I don't know, because I never tested it. I thought it was like, and they're like, you could stab right through it. And I'm like, what do you mean you can stab through it? You guys want me to wear this for bullets? Are you kidding me? What do you mean you can stab through it? I mean, I've never tried. They did tell me though that you can stab right through it.
It's finalizing that by assuming they don't think this makes sense. Alright. So right here, Brittany, this is going to be your citation. You received one before. The court date is 9/27/23. Address and phone number for the quarter right here.
Officer Akers deserved to be scolded for his timid act, but the supervisor was very kind to him. Instantly turning a traffic citation into an arrest should be enough to remove him from the force.
You're good to go. So I understand that you flicked the officer off. That's not. So my question was, did you flick the officer off?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. Regardless of what your history is with Officer Akers, your intense hate caused you to flick him off, and then you committed a traffic violation. Okay? Had you just gone on about your day and not worried about flicking people off or anything like that, none of this would have happened.
I know, but
oh, I did? No, I didn't. Let me get your signature on it. So that's not pleading guilty. That just promises to take care of that ticket. Okay? None of it ever is good on those automated ones. Okay? So here's the thing, right? Had you just gone on about your day, right? So your intense hatred is causing you to do other things that is drawing attention to you.
I understand what you're saying.
You need to move on with your life and move along. Okay?
The sergeant was once again in the wrong. None of this would have happened if Akers wasn't a crybaby. Brittany did nothing wrong and was only being punished because Akers' fragile ego couldn't handle a constitutionally protected act.
Ever could have happened in a million years. I never would have thought.
I'm not here to debate this situation with you. I watched the video. I know everything that occurred. Okay? I know about the court stuff, everything that occurred. If Officer Akers had done anything wrong, he wouldn't be here right now. Right? That's 100% true. It is. So you need to move on and not be running around flicking people off, right? I get it. That's your First Amendment if you want to flip people off, but what it did is it caused you to create a hazard into a traffic infraction. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's regardless of what y'all's history is, you need to move along with, right? Got nothing more to say. Have a good day. Don't forget your phones on top of your car. I want you to drive off without it.
Sergeant Scott did save the day for Brittany, preventing her from going to the police station. However, he should have punished Officer Akers for the unlawful traffic stop and the illegal arrest. This officer clearly learned his lesson, but this next tyrant was humiliated in front of the camera.
You got Raz detained me. And he said you were filming walking around cars. So let's go and remove him from the situation,
Okay.
right?
All right.
Okay, so moving forward, how can we do something for you here?
On January 13th, 2022, a First Amendment auditor with a YouTube channel called Free Press NC was conducting a First Amendment audit in Burlington. He wandered over to the Burlington Police Department and began recording the parking lot.
Tires are mostly in good shape. Can't tell entirely, but they're, generally speaking, they seem to be good tires. Hi.
What are you doing?
Just checking out my employees. What's up? What's your name and badge number?
Delgado.
Delgado, you have a badge number?
I don't.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna give that.
So what are you doing?
Just checking on the Burlington employees and seeing if you guys are doing a great job.
About
You're keeping, yeah.
through the cars?
Yeah, I want to make sure you're keeping the officers safe with like good tires and you're not leaving out passwords to NCIC. You said I need to?
Yes, sir. You're actually trespassing unless you actually have something.
You want me to or I need to? It's hard.
Do you have any business back here? This is only police personnel only.
Yeah, you said I need to, so I was asking, do you want me to come talk to you or do I have to? Am I being detained?
Yes, sir. At this point, yes, sir.
Okay, for suspicion of what crime?
Okay, you're walking around taking pictures of police cars and so forth.
I wonder how hard it is to read the Constitution once and for all. These timid officers tried to intimidate the auditor, but his answers left them in shock.
You don't have any business here.
Is that illegal? Is that illegal?
It's only supposed to be police back here.
And your name and badge number?
I don't have a badge number. Sergeant Marsh.
Sergeant Marsh, okay. So you said I'm detained. And I said suspicion of what crime?
What are you doing back here?
Suspicion of what crime? What's your RAS?
You need to leave, sir.
What crime have I committed?
You need to leave.
If you'd like to stand on the sidewalk and do
He told me I have to come here and I'm detained. So
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You said we need you to come here and you said I'm detained.
So I need to talk to you. If you want to go over there, take on the sidewalk, take pictures, you're more than welcome, but you can't be back here.
So the sign that says public entrance is not a public entrance?
If you have business here.
Yeah.
Do you have business here?
Am I required to answer that question?
Okay, sir. At this point, you're being asked if you want to go over and take pictures.
I know I'm being asked because you don't want to infringe on my rights, which is why you've not ordered me to, but you still have me detained. Are you going to undetain me or am I still detained?
You're not detained.
Okay.
You're more than free, but
I can do what I want. Thanks. It's a public.
Sir, you can go on the sidewalk and take pictures.
You have to stay on the sidewalk.
Where's the sign that says it's authorized personnel only? There's actually a sign in here that says public parking right here.
The sergeant was trying to trespass him from a public parking lot. The auditor tried to reason with him, but soon realized that he needed a firmer approach.
You tell me I'm detained in a public parking lot with no signs? That's bullcrap. Back off.
Well, sir, you need to understand.
I don't need to do crap. You detained me for nothing.
Sir, you need to leave the parking lot.
Give me your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Give me your supervisor, the LT. This is bullcrap.
I don't want to do it.
Notice I'm not talking to either of you guys this way. I'm not talking to either of you guys this way. I'm talking to him this way.
I understand.
You have no signs that say no trespassing, and it freaking says public entrance. You cannot detain me for videotaping.
I didn't
Why were
detain
you
you.
all in that car?
I wasn't in a car. If you find evidence of me being in a car, then bring me in and RAS and detain me and we'll talk.
And that's why we started speaking with you because of that. Because
You can't detain me to figure out if I committed a crime. You're a freaking sergeant.
Yes, sir. We can.
No, you cannot. What was the RAS? Reasonable, articulable
You're
suspicion.
looking at vehicles, possibly breaking into a vehicle.
Did you suspect me of breaking into a vehicle?
I did.
Yes.
I asked him what he suspected me of, and he said filming.
So I seen you and I called my sergeant.
And that's
See,
why I got
but
out.
that's what you need to articulate. You didn't do that until now. He was telling me that I was suspicious because I was filming around vehicles, but he doesn't get to detain me because I'm filming. I don't care how suspicious it looks. You will not get my name. I am not trespassing, and I will not leave.
The auditor refused to elaborate further as he called for a supervisor. The situation was getting incredibly tense, and surprisingly, neither of the three officers knew that he was right in his stance. This shows how dreadful our law enforcement has become.
Now, if you guys have signs up that says this is a trespassed area, authorized personnel only, you got gates up, of course I can't come in.
Well, usually
He's making up laws.
like I was saying, usually it is. We only allow police cars and people back here, but due to the front lobby, people do come, public citizens.
Right.
They do come back
Which
here.
is why I'm here.
Yeah, I understand.
Try to be as reserved as I can.
That you were like looking all in the car.
Okay. You told me that you have RAS that I was breaking and entering or potentially committing a crime. Therefore, I'm not answering any of your questions. Am I being detained by you? Probably a court's not going to care about a 5-minute detention, which is why there probably won't be anything from this unless you keep escalating.
I'm not escalating anything. You are.
You did.
Finally, the moment of truth came as the lieutenant arrived on the spot and took the sergeant to the cleaners, who was trying to be overly efficient.
What's going on, man?
Howdy.
How are you?
I was doing pretty good.
Okay.
Till I met the sergeant. These two folks are incredibly professional.
Good enough.
He hasn't escalated a single thing. She said she had razzed me breaking into a freaking car. She was very polite at first. Once he escalated, she jumped on the bandwagon. But generally, they've been good.
Okay.
He is a train wreck. How you just treated me was a train wreck. I should say that. I don't know you, Sergeant Marsh, so I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. All right?
Basically, I was told by Officer Delgado that he was actually looking at vehicles, possibly breaking into cars. That's why he's here.
He didn't tell me that. He didn't say that's his razz. I said, you got razz, detain me. And he said, you were filming, walking around cars. So
Let's go and remove him from the situation, right?
Okay. All right.
Okay, so moving forward, how can we do something for you here? You can
Allow me to
film
go
all
by
you want in the
visit.
back lot.
Thank
You know
you.
what I mean? If you need paperwork, tell me what you need. We'll
All
try
right.
to get it for you. They're going to close pretty soon.
Understood. Yep.
You know what I mean?
I'm good to go. I'm just here to quietly exercise my rights and not be impeded.
Okay.
And not be detained. We good?
More power to you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Be safe.
Peace. Keep it up, bro.
Now that's what you call de-escalation. The lieutenant calmly dealt with the issue and let the auditor off the hook. I'm sure the sergeant learned a great lesson in law that day and will not disturb law-abiding citizens anytime soon. Well, these officers might have been humbled, but this sheriff was absolutely humiliated as he was arrested right outside his department.
Cody? What's going on? I can't tell.
Keep him up there. Come over here, sir. Keep him up there.
Let's
go.
Stay out here.
In 2017, Rio Arriba County Sheriff James Lujan helped his friend and former counselor Phil Chalkin evade arrest after a police chase. The cops also found out that Lujan had been abusing his authority. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputies obtained a search warrant for the sheriff's phone and surrounded his office.
Search warrant for him or for the building as well? I have no idea. It's house. But no, just stay here. No, I can't have you enter the scene.
You guys are up, man.
Why are they beating on things?
Let's get him on the opposite side of this truck.
Cody?
Let's go on the
I can't
opposite
tell.
side.
Sir, let's walk over here.
Why is that? Dude, that's messed up.
Let's
Dude.
walk over here.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. Let's get him on the opposite side of this truck.
Well, you got Tabitha over there. I got the press out here taking pictures of me in handcuffs.
The deputies took no time before making the arrest, but things were about to get from bad to worse for Sheriff Lujan.
Push him around into the doorway. Yeah, push him around into the doorway. At least to the doorway.
Aye. This is ridiculous.
Keep him up there.
Hold on, we have press
Keep
right
him
here.
up there. Come over here, sir.
Keep him
Sheriff,
up there.
Sheriff,
Let's go.
you
Stop
don't
me.
Stay
out here.
Aye.
Ah, Jesus.
Really? You don't have to. Just stand. Just stand. Just stand.
Put him on this side of the truck. Put him on the other side of the truck.
It hurts.
They're loose, sir. They're loose.
No, they're not loose.
They're not even.
Sheriff, those are loose. Stick your finger in there. Can you stick your finger in there? Yes, I can. Well, they hurt. Jesus. So, we have two surgeons.
And one is for your iPhone.
Okay.
So I'm going to read the stipulation.
Can you take these handcuffs off? They hurt. They hurt. Am I under arrest?
You're being detained.
Well, yeah. Why do I have to have cuffs on? They hurt.
We'll take them off in a minute. This won't take long.
You have a search warrant for my iPhone. You got my iPhone. You want a search warrant for the building. You're searching the building. I don't know what you're searching for, though.
I'm going to tell you. Okay. You're not letting me explain this. Let me explain. So on this is signed by a district court judge.
Good.
Okay. Judge Bowman. Okay. First judicial.
Okay.
So this search warrant gives me the authorization to seize your phone. Okay. Search your phone.
Okay.
But it also gives me the authorization. So what I'm asking for you to do is unlock your phone, unlock it, give it back to me, and I'm going to remove the security settings. I don't want your passcode. I'm not asking for your passcode. I'm asking you to unlock the phone. For the search warrant, you can read it if you want under number 2.
The sheriff was stunned, knowing that handing over his phone would expose his secrets to the world. He tried to evade the search, but soon realized that even he wasn't above the law.
I will if I get a chance to talk to my attorney.
It doesn't work like that.
Marty,
this is not a negotiation.
Mira.
This is not a negotiation, Sheriff. This is not a negotiation. I'm telling you, the warrant says it right there. You can talk to your attorney when this is all
I've
done.
been asking.
When this is all done, you can call your attorney. But right now, we're trying to get you to comply with the warrant. The warrant stipulates exactly what we want. You give us that, we'll get the phone, we're out of here. That's it.
Right now, I am under arrest. Because I am under arrest. I am in handcuffs. I'm not free to leave. I'm not free to leave? Am I free to leave?
No.
No. Then, if I'm under arrest, I have a right to an attorney, correct?
You do.
Okay.
And I'm not questioning you.
I'm invoking my right to an attorney right now.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
So, take him in.
Book me for
booking. For obstruction. Obstruction.
Book it. I'm not obstructing.
Take him over here to our unit. Take him over here to our unit.
Over here, Sheriff. Over here. Sheriff.
They're gonna book me.
The chief's antics were just about to start. First, he tried to make it seem like he was having health issues out of nowhere. He was so surprised to find out that he was getting booked. What did he expect was going to happen after he stepped in to save a criminal? And that is all for today. If you liked the video, subscribe so that way you don't miss out on the next upload, and thank you for watching.